Yo, yo, yo. YouTube, today's a good day, y'all. Hold on, let me drink some water. Alright, everyone. So, we are up right now. And I remember from my last video, I was talking about how, man, I was like, fuck, I'm down. We're up. Alright? We're up right now. And I just got a trade recap. And I'm going to explain why I took this trade and everything that led up to this moment. So, overall, I've made my promise. I said in the last video that I would be studying, and I said that I'd be learning, trying to figure out new things, studying my course and things like that, and I have. So this video is basically just going to be me utilizing what I've learned so far. Again, there's still a lot that I don't know. So I'm just taking everything that I learn by each step and I'm implementing it, right, into my own trade so I can really understand what I'm learning. I feel like that's the best way to learn. Like, you could learn something, right? Like in class, like some PowerPoint or some shit. Like, you could learn something, but the best way for like me personally to really learn is like to implement it into the field. So what I did was, if I zoom out, I went to the hourly time frame, and the first thing that I did was I just learned. The new thing that I learned is what the fib tool is, like the Fibonacci. And basically, my understanding of it is when it enters that zone, there's a potential for a retrace, right? But the tool itself doesn't tell you that there's going to be a retrace. You got to like look for other signals. But this is like a discount zone, like an area that you like kind of want to buy in, right? If you are positive that it's going to reverse. But don't take it as like magic money tool. Um so I learned what this tool is. So I marked my days, and by the hourly time frame, I'm just using a vertical line tool and I'm just marking my days, dividing them, right? So I dragged this high, right, to this low, a couple days apart, but I dragged this high to this low, and I noticed there's a discount zone, and boom, right here. This was before market open, right away. By the way, guys, this was like Saturday. No, it's like Sunday at like 3 p.m. actually. Sunday like 3 p.m. because market opened at 5 p.m. on Sunday. I think it opened 5. I don't remember. But it opened sometime in the evening because I remember I got food. All right, so I was observing, things like that, just on the hourly time frame, looking, using every signal that I could, right? So I marked the highs and the lows. I marked this high, and I treated this high as sort of like a resistance point because I noticed when I zoomed all the way out, we were at like the highest point the market's ever been. So I was like, man, when something comes up, it's got to come down, you know? And it did go down this day, right? But I honestly didn't believe that it was gonna skyrocket back up, right? I just didn't believe it. I believed like a new kind of resistance was forming, and I spotted a fair value gap right here and another one right here, and this one actually got filled up at like it tapped in to the discount zone and the fair value gap, right? So I was like, dang, bro, I know this shit about to go down, right? And I drew a channel line and noticed that it was always on a crazy uptrend. So I was like, okay, it's been going up for a while, right? We need to just. I know it's gonna go back down, right? I just knew it was gonna go back down. So basically, what I did was on the hourly time frame, market hadn't opened yet, right? Um, and let me go down. I realized like sorry guys. Um yeah, okay. So I went to lower time frames. I was looking at my notes where I kind of wrote this all down, like my steps. I went to lower time frames and I kind of marked just like anything that I saw. And I took this trade all before like this whole shit. I don't know about any of that. I don't know why that's there. Um, I just marked like what I've learned so far. noticed a gap, Marubozu. I noticed a bearish engulfing, and then followed by another Marubozu, and that means that like the signal is even greater, right? So what I had did was just do this pending. I put my stop loss right, like I put my enter right here, right? And I was basically betting that like I knew for a fact that the market would not beat that high that was met, right? Way back there. So I had set my stop loss all the way up there, right? So if I go back to the hourly time frame, so I had set my stop loss right there, and if I go down, I had actually put my TP right here, right? And I didn't have like, so my goal is to go from 500 to like $3,000, right? So I put like 400 into this, right? So basically up here I could have lost 347, right? Kind of a high risk, I'm not gonna lie. But I could have gained $400, right? I was like, all right, that sounds good to me, right? Um, and it ended because I was really confident, right? And basically, if I go back, literally the moment the market opened, my TP was hit. Now, reviewing that, right? I probably could have made a smarter trade and been more patient, right? But I was extremely confident that it was going to go down like that, right? And I was willing to wait it out, and I wanted to put my money in at the discount zone. My TP was just hit literally instantly. So, I mean, hey, I can't complain, right? I followed steps. I used everything that I've learned so far to make that trade, and it worked out perfectly. And then and then it went to my second trade of the day. And my second trade of the day could have been smarter, but I'm testing out a theory that I don't even know if is like true yet. But since there was the huge gap and my first TP was hit, right? And the reason why, by the way, I didn't you guys don't see it right here, is because I was kind of goofing around, bro. I set my thing to like 5, I think. Yeah, because like I wanted to see, like I was super confident, so I'm practicing also like for when I get a funded, I would have put 5 lots into that, and that's how much I would have made, right? So that's how confident I was that it was gonna go down. So that's why I didn't actually, like, you guys don't see a low balance trade. So technically, I would have made a small amount off this, but if I was funded, I would take this. I would have made $7,000. So that was my best trade yet, and I'm really happy about it. Like mid my day, I want to go get food after. I want to go get that Krabby Patty meal. And then basically, I have a theory that every time a gap shows, right, and this happened in the past in the market would open and there would be a huge gap, right, and then that gap would later be filled, like the gap would be filled up, and it did get filled up all the way over here, right? But I honestly could have been a lot smarter about it. I basically put my money in right down here, right? And this was a low trade. I only profited like $100 from it, so I think I only put let me see. So I took a long position, and my profit point was right there. Right there. And I bought in, actually I didn't buy down there. I thought I did. Bought in right there. Right at that point when I started to notice it going back up, because I knew it would get filled up, right? Bro, did I buy right there? I don't remember. But it was somewhere in this area, right? I need to mark it down better. And I set my stop loss like just down here, and I ended up profiting just like $100. to end the day off, and that was really good. And so far, my gap theory is 2-0. So my first trade that I took and I profited, it was the gap. Second trade that I took, it was the gap. Well, third trade that I took, it was the gap. But the main thing that I'm very happy about is just this trade. I can't believe I made so much, off using the knowledge. And the only things that I probably should have waited and looked for were a breaker structure and a retracement. I didn't follow that, but I followed everything else. And I'm still formulating my strategy and building it. But every time I'm taking a trade, just know that I'm learning new things. And overall, it was amazing. Like, really good trade. And now it's just, I don't even know what it's doing because I just woke up, to be honest. That's all for you guys. I mean, if I did anything wrong, let me know in the comments. Like, anything I could have done smarter, But I think I have something good going for me. And I just need to keep studying and learning more. And I'll slowly improve as a trader. But that's all, guys. Peace out.